everyone, welcome to Modern Maven Tarot. This is your collective tarot for the Aries full moon on October 17th, 2024. This is a very exciting full moon. It's a very emotional full moon. It's a very empowering full moon. It's a very all over the place full moon. There's so much energetically happening. There's a very strong message to remind everybody that with the chaos is coming healing, all right? There's so much healing coming in. Very important messages also that came through. We are collectively moving away from something, all right? And it has a lot to do with the concept of victim mentality. It also has a lot to do with a message that I was discussing with my mom this weekend. Hi, Mom. And it was the message of how much guilt and shame and embarrassment, like all of that, shadow energy, guilt and shame especially, how powerful that was for the Capricorn paradigm, for the people in power in the Capricorn paradigm, for controlling people, all right? And it doesn't have the same effect, okay? It's very gradually lost its effect on the masses, all right? Now, obviously, there's still sectors of society who are very much controlled by the idea of shame and guilt. But the more we think about it, the more people are able to just be themselves, the more people freely, laugh at things that are embarrassing, or that, something where it's like, yeah, that did happen to me and I don't have to be ashamed of it. Very empowering energy. With people who feel more and more empowered, shame and guilt, they don't have the same effect of control, okay? So that's a great way for you to put this all into perspective, because that's how they're losing control. Okay, so we're going into the Aquarian age. Remember, Pluto direct in Capricorn is only going to be from October 11th to November 15th, I believe. And again, it's going to be with Scorpio season. So the death, the birth, the transformation. Stay grounded, all right? Think about the harmony that's coming in. The more that you can focus on love, the more you can expand the love the loving connections you have. Make sure you're prioritizing time with them, because it's going to be very important that your focus is on what you want to expand. We have Jupiter in Gemini retrograde, all right? So all of that expansion is very internal right now. It's a lot more about how we are internally expanding versus what we're putting out there, okay? It's not saying to stop anything you're working on. Please keep working on it. But if you need to learn something, this would be a great time to learn a new skill, to expand your knowledge in an area that maybe you don't have a lot of knowledge on. But yeah, so transformation, a lot of us we're leaving behind the Capricorn paradigm, okay? And it's just perception, okay? Because all the timelines exist all at the same time, all right? So keep that in mind. Do not give in to fear. Keep, yourself grounded. Pam Gregory, amazing astrologer. She's always saying, stay on your eagle's perch, focus, breathe from your heart. She does this wonderful imagery where, you breathe through your heart. You allow that breathing to come through there. And it's just so very important for you, okay? So, but yeah, focus on the relationships that feel connected to this new age, all right? So very important. I'm so excited for this new moon. But yeah, whatever you need to release, definitely release it. We're going to have, I'm a Pisces, so I'm always emotional, but this is a very heightened energy of that. But again, power too. Actually, I got to read this first. So you're stepping, so individually, okay, the more of us that individually do it, the more the collective is going to feel it. And the more we're going to recognize that we can see the Aquarian age. But you're stepping into your power today on the Aries full moon, as the bold full moon allows you to take control of important areas of your life. Push past the limits Push past the limits to bask in the glory of your success. All right, I'm going to read that again because it's so bright I can't read this right now. You're stepping into your power today as the bold full moon allows you to take control of important areas of your life. Push past the limit and bask into the glory of your success. Now, that reminds me, I saw the Ace of Swords while I was clearing the cards. That is ruled by Capricorn, Aquarius, and Pisces. So why is this important? We're leaving the Capricorn and Pluto energy. We're stepping into the Aquarian age. We're also going to have a lot of strong Pisces energy, All right. And that Pisces energy is going to be the healing energy that comes in, the compassion. All right. Water healing us. And so I really want you to remember that that sword is back in your hand. All right. With great power comes great responsibility. It's not giving back the same energy that other people give to you. All right. It's rising above it. Let that energy be down here. You rise above it. You're not even a part of it. Okay. There's just something here to really lifting yourself up personally. And so that we can collectively feel it more. Yeah, justice. The scales are bringing, we have so much clarity, and the clarity is coming with our roots, our resources, why we are where we are, the knowledge that comes with that. But there's a bold determination, a new direction, a new authority over our lives, over the collective. You know, this is where a lot of people are going to be saying enough is enough. All right, enough is enough is going to be but the way that it's said and the way that it's acted upon is going to be different in the Aquarian age, okay? So just, yeah, and focus on what emotionally drives you. Very important. What are your deepest emotional motivations? Is the way that you speak your truth aligned with what you emotionally want? Whatever block, fear, and limitation has been in your mind related to what emotionally fulfills you, now's the time to release that. So I'm excited. Let's see what we got going on for the collective for this Aries full moon. October 17th, 2024. Yeah, we're all collectively this Aries becomes stagnant, right? It's like the same story, just it's like a broken record. We're all ready to leave that broken record. Amazing. Well, that's really wonderful energy. This is fascinating too because I saw this a lot December 2023. Wow, shocker that this is the overall energy for the full moon for us. Oh, this is so cool. Okay. Wow, a lot of healing coming in for us, all right? This is exciting. So, overall energy for the full moon in Aries is the Emperor, which is Aries, all right? The theme of this full moon in the collective, we're going to see a lot related to confidence, assertiveness, stability, structure, masculine energy, father energy, disciplinary energy, control, all right? I don't know if I said control, but we're going to be seeing a lot of what does it mean to be in control? All right, what does that look like? What does it mean to be in power? What does it mean to be the boss, the decision maker? Okay, all of this energy is going to be heightened, but how we interact with it is what matters, okay? What we need more of in the collective, faith. All right, this is Taurus. We need loving, grounded energy. Practice what you preach. All right, if there's one thing you can do in this chaotic time is stay aligned with what you envision for the future. All right, so important for us all individually to practice what we preach. All right, and remember, we all come from the same source. All right, and even the people who you dislike the most, we all come from the same source. Okay, now what we have the right amount of. I love this 10 of Cups, Pisces, Mars and Pisces. So we are really ready to assert ourselves in a very healing energy but also too, Pisces embodies all 12 signs, okay? Pisces is the most connected to the collective unconscious. Pisces is the one who, if anybody gets that we're all connected to the source, it's Pisces, all right? And so this is where that we can assert ourselves with Pisces energy of not giving in to the chaos, of not giving in to the absurdity, all right? Like the show of absurdities that we see. Now, what you need less of, what we collectively need less of, the 9 of Swords. Now, the 9 of Swords is Mars and Gemini. And so there's a lot of chatter in our heads. The one thing that what would be amazing, I know it's like never going to happen, but like, yeah, the Aries full moon would be the best time for all of us to just not go on social media. Like, it would be perfect if like everybody could observe a day of silence for social media and just unplug, all right? The only thing you do is you're attached to the people in your community. But there's something here where the fears, the doubts, it's all bubbling to the surface, but this is not a bad thing, okay? And so we just need to give less attention to it. So here's interesting. You might be having some nightmares, around the time of the full moon. Your dreams get more powerful. They might be fearful, okay? But it's all coming for you to rise to the challenge. And what I think is so fascinating about this, because the Nine of Swords, fearing the unknown. I've said this in a couple weeklies recently, but there's a TikTok I watched, and this woman had a pitcher, an empty pitcher, and she was dumping these ping pongs, and all these ping pongs were all of these shadow energies of childhood trauma and bad breakups and how we see ourselves in the mirror, all these things, right? And then she has a picture of clear water, purified water. And this is something really important for us all to purge, okay? And so she starts dumping the clear water. And I accept the challenge to heal. And so she starts dumping the pitcher of water, but then all of that stuff at the bottom, it all starts rising up. And so when it gets to the surface, we're like, no, that's not what I want. I don't want that. But we're not seeing how it's part of the process, because once we accept and we don't revert back, once we do not fear the unknown and we keep rising to the challenge, and the challenge being something completely different than what we thought it was, that's when the healing finally happens, okay? Most of us, we get the stuff bubbles to the surface and then we don't want to see it. Right? We don't want to face it because it's yucky and it could bring up shame and fear and guilt and all these things, okay? Fear. This is fearing the unknown. So what this message is really telling us is we are so close to that healing, okay? All of this, for the collective and for us personally, all of that yucky stuff rises to the top, because that's where we're at in our healing journey, and it's going to bubble over, and then everything's going to be pure, okay? Now, what you can change, the Seven of Coins. This is Mercury and Taurus, so this is fascinating, because this is that energy of is the juice worth the squeeze, which Middle Tarot always says. What you can change is how you perceive satisfaction, okay? What is emotionally satisfying to you, because this is ruled for finances and health and all that stuff. You've put a lot of work in, and it's harvest time though, right? What you can change is understanding what success is, okay? We're all redefining what success means. For some people, success has been, being in the 1%, right? And for the majority of us, it's success to me is having free time with my kids and having a job that allows me to creatively express myself and be secure enough to buy groceries and go on vacation. You know what I mean? So it's there's a really big perception of what success means to you that we can change, okay? And so I think too, this is a very strong message for us to have the patience. Now we are, the Aries full moon is right at the crux, right? Right at the crossroads, if you will, of Capricorn and Pluto to Aquarius and Pluto. And so there is the fear that all of this has been for nothing. There's the fear that these coins are never going to be ripe, and I'm just going to be sitting here forever. We can change the vibration we give that. Now, what you need to accept, the Empress. This is Venus energy. This is a very emotional energy, okay? This is motherhood energy. It's the divine feminine, okay? And so actually this is very fascinating. So this is the overall energy, right? And this is what we need to accept. We need to accept that this is the new age, okay? This Capricorn energy of the control, the domination, the rules for thee and none for me, that is shifting, and we're shifting into this loving, nurturing, motherly energy, Mother Earth, okay? So the more that you can do something to really show and respect and appreciate our Earth this week, spending time in nature, energetically just giving thanks for being able to, take time to participate in, watching the trees blow and watching the current of the water. You know what I mean? There's just something here to really accepting that this is the energy we need. We don't need the Mars aggressive, assertive. We need to assert ourselves in a new way, and this is the way we're going to do it, okay? End of the full moon, though, the lovers. This makes me so happy, because what this says is, this is actually, there's so many messages in here, it's wild. Okay, so this to me is, the healing is coming from within us, right? Accepting ourselves for who we are. But then it's accepting us in a more societal energy, right? The mirror. Okay, look at this. Is what's so cool. Look at this gold light and look at this gold light. And look at what's at the top. Love. Okay? Love is at the top. Now, down here, we see that snake and we see that apple. What is that from? Adam and Eve, right? We're getting biblical here, but... So this is something where it's very fascinating because even the story of Adam and Eve, all right? And this idea of the shame and the guilt of the female for wanting to have the knowledge, okay? There's just something very fascinating too. I'm not going to get too much into it, but I saw a TikTok, a very interesting TikTok of the Adam and Eve mythology and a new perception of that, which I highly suggest you go and search on TikTok. Very, very interesting perspective. But this is healing, enjoying and appreciating the differences and the contrast. This is where it's like all of that yucky stuff bubbling the top is actually bringing us closer together, okay? And it's going to be very, very, very emotionally healing. It's a very powerful message. Okay, so let's see what we got for past life energy that is affecting the collective during. Oh, I love that. This always pops up too, all right? We have to break free from this energy, okay? This is part of that old paradigm's perception of control, and we're ready to break free. Listen to Queen's Break Free if you need to. Okay, Celtic energy, we get a lot. Very earthly, very, very healing. So let's see what we got here. All right. You drew this card because you had a significant past lifetime in Celtic lands, and you continue to feel bonded to this culture. Perhaps you've lived in or visited the Isles of Ireland, Scotland, Wales, or England. If so, you may have a sense of deja vu and be an Anglophile, a person who adores these cultures. You're also fascinated with Stonehenge and King Arthur's Camelot. You may have learned the old religion of Celtic lands, which involved the use of healing herbs and gaining wisdom from oak trees. See how connected this is to Empress energy? You could have even been an ancient druid in disguise. Your connection to the elemental realm has made you love fairies, elves, and fae. You also respect and love trees, especially oak and willow. If you haven't already done so, schedule a visit to the ancient sacred areas of the United Kingdom and Ireland. Exploring the stone circles, castles, and spiritual artifacts may trigger additional healing memories. Okay, so if you can't financially afford to take a trip there, listen to some Celtic music, all right, on YouTube. It's free. Watch some, King Arthur's Camelot type of energy. And think of that with like the story of King Arthur. Okay, King Arthur, it's that idea of, Merlin. That's a great series. Okay, if you like fantasy type shows, Merlin's great. And that one is really about, there's the idea of, like the witches and the magic, and like they try to make it evil, and these people aren't evil, right? It's just a different way of living, and it's actually the ancient way of living. But the people who have control, right? The powers that be, they see it as a threat, okay? Because of how they perceive power and how power works. Whereas the people in the magical realm, that power is for everybody to have. All right. And so there is this really, really important message to that. So if you can watch something related to some like Celtic mythology, Celtic spirituality, also the medicinal, the healing, like I said, there's so much to the earthly healing that's coming in for us. And it's so very important. Okay. I just love the lovers though, at the bottom of that is just, at the end of this full moon, hold on to that. All right. The healing is coming in. So the archetypal energy that we're going to be seeing very prominently around the time of the full moon, the hero and the heroine, all right, light attributes, passion for a journey of personal empowerment, right? That Aries full moon is empowering us to be bold and get out there, all right, and really bask in all of our success. But the shadow attribute, escapism and a false sense of heroism, okay? So we're going to have people who don't want to face the things, who fear the unknown, okay? Even though this Capricorn paradigm isn't good for us, the comfort of what we know is what matters for a lot of people when we have that unhealed shadow energy, all right? Don't fear the unknown, embrace your shadow, do your shadow energy. And that's something to remember. Only about 25% of us are hardwired for change, all right? And so giving compassion to people who are so scared of change. Just because you're ready for change doesn't mean other people are, all right? And you can't force them to be ready for it. You can only work on your energy and being aligned with the people who are ready for change and stay with them, okay? It's a big shift happening. And the Hermit. So, light attributes. Seek solitude to focus intently on inner life. Serves personal creativity. Shadow attributes. Withdraws from society out of fear of negative judgments or others. Refusing to help those in need. So look at those shadow energies. They're both escapism. All right? A lot of people just want to escape. And it's just... it has something to do with resilience and, like I said, fear of change, but the more we can give compassion, all right? But again, stay aligned with where you're going and align with those people. Also, if you're scared of putting something out there, that Aries full moon is telling you to do it. Bask in the glory of your success by being bold and putting out there what you want to put out there, okay? All right, so actually, let's get some dragon energy. All right, what an exciting reading. All right, we got 3. Silver Dragon illuminates your potential with higher light. Access untapped resources. Look into your soul. See your higher possibilities. Green Gold Dragon from Sirius. Bring universal knowledge to your spiritual pathway. Learn about spiritual technology. Be a transmitter of sacred knowledge. What did I say about expanding our knowledge, okay? And Earth and Water Dragon, oh, I love this, creates the foundation for new growth. A fresh start is coming with new opportunities. Nurture ideas and harvest abundance, okay? And so here's where we have Mars in Cancer. Mars does not like being in Cancer, but the Mars in Cancer, what it represents is mama bear energy. And we have the Empress, the divine feminine motherhood, the Earth, okay? So utilize the strengths of Mars in Cancer, all right? Assert yourself with that energy. Where did they go? 10 of Cups. Mars in Pisces, asserting yourself with compassion, okay? Really focus on contentment, fulfillment, all right? Trust and faith that things are aligning. Everything is coming into its right place. So let's get some crystal energy that's going to help the collective. My goodness. All right. Love citrine, such an easy one to find. So we have citrine and howlite, spiritual beginning and abundance, okay? There's a lot of people where this is the wake-up call, all right? If people's eyes haven't been open, you're going to see a lot of people's eyes being open, and you're going to be sitting there like, yeah, I know, you know what I mean? So just be mindful and be graceful, and just know a lot of people are going to be having a kind of a aha moment, if you will, in coming days, weeks, and months. All right. Well, this is one to light a fire underneath you. Collectively, what we can empower ourselves with is asking, how would I want people to remember me when I'm no longer here? How would I want people to remember? Whatever that is for you, align with it, all right? The Aries full moon is bringing bold, fearless energy. The sword is back in your hand, and it's time to rethink what power means to you, what power personally means to you collectively, and express it, all right? Express yourself. That's such an important message. Okay, oh yeah, look at, see? Ace of Swords. The wand is back in our hands, okay? With great power comes great responsibility. So let's do a quick card for each sign, and then we're going to close this out. All right. Also, too, please don't forget to hit the like button, subscribe, and share this with somebody who needs to hear this message. What does Aries need to hear for the Aries full moon? 10 of Wands. Yeah, I bet you're exhausted. This is a block of fear or limitation related to something that we're either passionate about, something that can be connected to it spiritually, okay? Take one step at a time. You're feeling a lot of the collective's energy. It can be very heavy. Make sure you're resting, all right? And make sure you're utilizing this time to release. Drop the baggage, all right? All right, Taurus, what does Taurus need to hear for? Whoa, my goodness, all these cards keep flying. 9 of Cups, Taurus, I love this. Okay, Jupiter and Pisces, expansion of what you emotionally want, all right? Focus on what you already have and believe that wishes come true, all right? Have the confidence of knowing you are manifesting the things that make you emotionally fulfilled. All right, Geminis, what do Geminis need to hear? Wow, Geminis, with great power comes great responsibility. Please, Geminis, pay attention to your thoughts, pay attention to your communication, align with the fact that you have the wand in your hand, all right? You are manifesting with your words, you're manifesting with your thoughts, you're manifesting with your beliefs. So manifest the most amazing life for all of us, all right? Okay, Cancers, what do Cancers need to hear for the Aries full moon? Dang, Cancers. That's too many cards. Let's do that again. All right. Cancer, this might be a whirlwind of a full moon for you. Knight of Wands. I love this. All right, so this is ruled by Scorpio. So Cancers, Scorpio season is going to be really important when it comes to that vitality. If you've been feeling tired and you've been feeling drained, this is the time to seek out experiences that make you feel alive. If you've only been focusing on obligations and not what passionate makes you feel alive and creative and passionate, like that's what you need to be focusing on. All right, shed whatever is holding you back and charge forward. All right, really important message. Okay, Leos, what do Leos need to hear? Oh, okay, Leos, be careful with those words. All right, Knight of Swords in reverse. This is standing up for what you believe in and justice, but what did I say about that? With great power comes great responsibility. Be very careful with your words and maybe rethinking what we perceive as just and what you believe in, okay? All right, now, Virgos. Virgos, that's way too many cards. Okay, hold on. What do Virgos need to hear? Virgos, you know, that makes, dang Virgos. All right. This makes sense because you're so attached to the earth energy, but Virgos, you got 3 cards. You got the Lovers, the Devil, and the Two of Swords. Okay, so you have some major shadow energy when it comes to seeing the other side of the coin with people. It could be a relationship in your life where it was a very karmic relationship, something that spiritually taught you something, but you tend to focus on one narrative or one side of the story. It's coming from your shadow, all right? It's coming from within you. And we have a new choice on how we see this and how we choose to speak about it. This moon is going to be really emotionally charged, all right? So do the shadow work, all right? Embrace the healing. It's really important. Okay, Libras, let's see what we got going on for Libras. Oh, you got 2 cards. Look at that. Oh, I love this. Okay, 10 of Cups, King of Swords. Strong, major transformational change for you, especially when it comes to what it means to be in power, all right? This is taking charge. So talk about somebody who takes the sword of justice in their hands. You are prepared to charge forward. You're prepared to get everything you've ever wanted, okay, Libra? So like Libra season has been very illuminating of the things that we want, right? Our desires, the emotional bruises, and this is going to be very transformative, okay? Please pay attention to that. Take charge and do it with confidence, all right? You're manifesting everything you want. It's been a rough ride, Libras. A lot of your readings have been very attached to lessons that needed to be learned, but this is saying like congratulations, all right? Utilize that though. Remember, the sword of justice is in your hand. This is huge, okay? So I even think to the fact that some people who right now have the ability to step into places of power with strong Libra placements, do the choices that are like collectively fair and just, all right? Not just what other people want you to do. So cool. Okay. Who's next? Scorpio. What do Scorpios need to hear? Wow, Scorpios, congratulations. All right, so Pluto and Aquarius, this is highlighting that this full moon is going to be really pivotal when it comes to Pluto and Aquarius in November. That is where like your life is being reborn, okay? Utilize this full moon, wish upon a star, your biggest wish, see it, write it down, focus on it every day, all right? Really, really visualize it because it's here. There's so much healing energy coming for you with this full moon. All right, Sagittarius. I got distracted with Aquarius. Okay, Sagittarius. What does Sagittarius need to hear for this Aries full moon? Page of Wands, this is wonderful. So this to me says that you are shedding anything that has been holding you back, all right? There's your inner flame and that spark is there. And by Sagittarius season, we're going to really confidently be going after what it is that makes us feel alive, all right? Explore the things that make you feel passionate and creative and alive, because that's the insight that's coming with this. I think that you're going to have a lot when it comes to what is illuminating to you, what you're passionate about, and just going after it. Okay, so Capricorns, what do Capricorns need to hear? Well, Capricorns, this is clearly connected to past life, childhood, something like that. It flew right on here. Queen of Cups, all right, this is mother energy. So the Aries full moon could be highlighting something connected to you with mother energy. I mean, it could be the Empress, Mother Earth. All right, you are Earth energy, you are Pluto in Capricorn energy, but whatever this Queen of Cups is, go with the flow, all right? Earth signs, you have a tendency to dig your heels in, and this is something where this is a card of empathy and caring and practical. It's Gemini and Cancer, so I'm going back to Mars and Cancer energy. This is healing and it's nurturing. What I love too is their throne is grounded in the earth, but their toes are dipped in the water, okay? So whatever emotionally is coming to the surface, whatever, also two full moons, always high tide, right? So the high tide of your emotions is coming in, all right? But it's there to show you something. So what did I say about that TikTok? It bubbles to the surface when you're right at the point of the emotional completion and healing. And so allow it to come up, release it, express it, get out into the woods, shout, scream, do whatever you have to do. Okay, Aquarius, 3 of Swords. So this is telling me there's a very strong lesson for you and a lot of clarity when it comes to past hurt, past heartbreaks, past relationships, something that has really stung really deeply. Again, another thing rising to the surface. This is going to be a really important full moon for you for healing, all right? The heart teaches the mind, so ground yourself in compassion, ground yourself in that 10 of Cups energy of Mars and Pisces, because it's going to be really important to finally cleanse this and get the tar and the gunk off of that. All right, so Pisces, what do you need to hear for the Aries full moon? Oh, amazing, Pisces. Page of Cups. This is getting back to the core of who you are, all right? This is exactly what that, filling that water in that cup, and then it comes out, and then look who pops out. It's you, okay? At the bottom of the cup is always going to be you. So very strongly connected to the basic enjoyment of the simple pleasures in life. You actually got a very similar message in your weekly that I just did. So this is amazing. It's healing. Everybody, give each other an energetic hug, okay? I am so excited for this. So stay grounded, stay focused on where you're going. Thank you so much for joining me again. Please hit that like button, subscribe to Modern Maven Tarot, share this with somebody who needs to hear this message, and as always, shine your inner light. We've got this.